Along the edge of Casco Bay, winter nor'easters and salt-heavy gales relentlessly batter coastal properties, mounting a physical assault on every exposed surface. Within Portland's West End, or Eastern Promenade, the historic brick architecture appears entirely permanent. These heavy, Victorian structures seem built to shrug off any storm. But that solid exterior is an architectural deception. To the naked eye, a brick chimney looks like an impenetrable shield. At a microscopic level, it is a vertical sponge. During a single heavy storm, one untreated brick can absorb up to 1.5 cups of water. Because we usually focus on the warmth of the hearth, it's easy to miss what's happening above the roofline. That chimney is a structural choke point caught in a two-front war, deteriorating from the outside in and the inside out. The external threat is driven by the freeze-thaw cycle. Portland's wet autumns leave those porous exterior bricks completely saturated with water. This microscopic cross-section reveals the physical mechanism of destruction. When the temperature drops below freezing, the liquid water trapped inside those pores turns into ice and expands by exactly 9%. That expansion acts like a slow-motion jackhammer inside the masonry. The internal pressure eventually forces the outer face of the brick to fracture and pop off, a process known as spalling. You can spot this infiltration early by looking for efflorescence. This white, powdery salt residue left on the brickwork indicates that moisture is actively moving through the structure. Applying caulk to the cracks fails to address this level of structural decay. A true defense requires professional waterproofing and a restorative process called tuckpointing. Tuckpointing requires precise engineering. A specialist grinds out the damaged mortar to a uniform depth and packs such material. Crucially, the compression strength of this new mortar must match the specific geology of historic soft red bricks. If a contractor uses a modern hardened mortar mix, the materials will fail to expand in unison. The unyielding new mortar causes the soft historic bricks to shatter during the very next freeze cycle. While ice tears at the exterior, a simultaneous thermodynamic assault occurs inside the flue. Burning wood generates creosote, a thick, tar-like byproduct of combustion that rises through the stack as smoke. In this thermodynamic cross-section, the rising smoke hits the freezing Maine air near the top of the stack. The sudden thermal shock causes the smoke to immediately condense. That condensation hardens into Stage 3 creosote, a highly flammable glazed tar that sticks directly to the interior masonry. Many historic homes rely on clay tile liners or have no liners at all. These systems lack the engineering to handle the intense thermal demands and acidic byproducts produced by modern heating appliances. Securing the interior requires aggressive sweeping with industrial rotary brushes and HEPA vacuums, followed by upgrading the flue with a seamless stainless steel liner to contain the heat and exhaust safely. Ignoring the inside-out attack allows these internal vulnerabilities to compound, putting the home at immediate risk of carbon monoxide leaks and hidden structure fires. When mortar recedes deeper than 6 millimeters and major spalling takes hold, the masonry enters its terminal phase. The chimney has crossed the point of no return. Late-stage decay results in thousands of pounds of unstable brick looming dangerously over driveways, pedestrians, and neighboring properties. At this stage, the only solution is a high-stakes surgical intervention. A specialized masonry crew must execute a controlled, piece-by-piece demolition to safely dismantle the stack without compromising the surrounding urban environment. In the battle between deteriorating masonry and physics, gravity always wins. An aesthetic flaw left untreated eventually becomes an immediate public liability. The chimney acts as an active, load-bearing engine, physically and functionally integrated into the home's entire building envelope. This integration means the roofline and the chimney share the same fate. If a home's gutters overflow and fail to divert rain, the exterior face of the chimney absorbs that spillover directly, accelerating the internal rot. The coastal Maine climate is incredibly harsh. The freezing gales blowing off the Atlantic do not negotiate with unprepared architecture. Relying on quick fixes leads directly to a 5-figure demolition bill. Implementing proactive masonry defense, integrated waterproofing, precise tuck pointing, and stainless steel lining is the only true armor for a coastal home.